Happy 20th. It is here. Chapter day, chapter 65 of Boruto. It is your boy Born Zero, aka the Homeless Hokage, aka Clean 15. And if you are new to these videos, I do not do a recap portion. I'm coming, like, pretty much, if you are here, if you made it to this video, you've read the chapter, so we don't have to, go over everything together. This is purely takeaways. But before I get to that, I would like to say shout out to the Boruto community. We are a rare blood. We are the few who genuinely give a fuck about the manga, the anime, whatever it be. I just want to say thank you, because without the community itself, there's these conversations don't go too far out here in these streets. But to begin with, my first point, we have Momoshiki's appearance. Now, I didn't expect to see him in this chapter. I assumed it was going to be a side effect of the pills that were tapping into Boruto, affecting Boruto. And not only did we not just get the Momoshiki appearance, it just seemed as if he manifested himself a bit heavier than previous times. More so, it's been more of a mental thing, or just a conscious takeover. But this time stopped, and Boruto was able to see Momoshiki in some sort of a physical form, not necessarily truly physical. From what I got from this, I don't think Code or Kawaki were able to see him, because when Boruto or Momoshiki went to attack Code, Kawaki was screaming for Boruto. It wasn't until Code was face to face with Momoshiki or Borushiki where he realized, oh, I'm facing Momoshiki. This is no longer Boruto. Now, from what Boruto was saying, he didn't feel this way when it came to karma since the time he was actually given to it when they defeated Momoshiki. So this leads me to believing that the extraction progress has been getting stronger. And we might, if Boruto was at 80%, he might be hitting the 90s at this point. It just seems as if Momoshiki's progression is getting worse in the terms of a takeover. And not only that, this takeover was happening where Boruto wasn't even fatigued and he wasn't even out of chakra at this moment. It was just like straight up takeover. Now, what I was starting to believe post reading the chapter was this could be a possible resonance with Kawaki's karma. We'll get into that later. But it could be a reaction to Kawaki being nearby, because otherwise I don't really know what the fuck popped off here. Like, this just felt kind of, I don't know, it wasn't strange, it was more surprising. And then to my next point, the horn. Momoshiki is kind of drawn inconsistently. We've seen Momoshiki with the curled up horns. We've seen Momoshiki with the horns he has now. Boruto did break off his horn. We've seen a couple of Borushikis. We've seen a Borushiki with the elongated horn, but now it's back to being short. But this length kind of matches the length Momoshiki is drawn with before. So I don't know if there's a regeneration. It seems like Momoshiki is even horned when it came to his whole essence being around. But that's nothing too major. It's just like, I'm not too sure where these things line up. There was also a new jutsu, the Rasen bullet. Now, that was probably my favorite moment of the manga in today's chapter. Just seeing Momoshiki becoming more comfortable with Boruto's body and his jutsus. Now, this may even be another sign of Momoshiki beginning to have a greater influence over Boruto and his body. It's like I'm saying, that shit, we might be hitting the 90s, bro. And he was saying, like, even with them chakra pills, it doesn't matter. This shit is gonna go down regardless. Whether you like this shit or not, I'm in you, bro. Now, one thing I thought was crazy, and maybe it was a bit impulsive on Momoshiki's end, but it seems as if he is either unaware of the ability that Code may have once he gets his limiters taken off. I don't know if he's able to overhear conversations between Kawaki and Boruto, being Momoshiki, but it just seems as if he's not taking that into account. You would think he would maybe want Naruto around to help face an opponent such as that, because in this chapter, Momoshiki is like, fuck it, Naruto's here too, let me take him out. And I think this is more of a thing where he's seeing a grand opportunity to attack, similar to what he's seen in Sasuke when he stabbed his Rinnegan. Oh, he's distracted right now, let me get him while I still can. Not only that, let me give these guys no escape. So with Shikamaru being tied down by Code, held hostage by Code, this is probably the best opportunity for Momoshiki to go ahead and attack. However, I feel like if he were to kill Naruto in this instance, he may regret that. We don't know Code's ability versus Momoshiki once limiters are off, but we do know that Code is no match for Borushiki. Even Ida was saying, like, look, you might want to get out of here. He's too powerful. You might want to go. So I think we're learning some things about Code. And another thing, so we are done with the Momoshiki portion of this. Code. There are some things going down with Code where we're starting to see he may not be as powerful as Amato had promoted. His karma seal is one thing that's beginning to get more and more fishy. I'm starting to believe it's not a genuine karma seal because, one, he can't use space-time ninjutsu. So he's allegedly he has all the powers of Jigen, just not the DNA, allegedly. But one, he can't use space-time ninjutsu, and Momoshiki had just concluded, oh, you can't absorb chakra as well. So that shit is truly a dud. So that thing is kind of fishy. And then with this new karma seal that Kawaki now has, it seems as if he has greater ability than Code. And this is one that was given to him from Amato. We've seen the flashback. Amato has given Kawaki this karma seal. So it's a little bit wonky. Like, how is this artificial karma seal given to Kawaki greater than the one that Code was allegedly given to, who we don't even know how he even got that karma seal? Allegedly, it was through the same process of Kawaki, but however, Kawaki was knocked out. He don't know shit. And the only other people we get the word from of that is Amato. He's not necessarily trustworthy. Now to tap into the final point being Kawaki's karma. To be honest, it felt more random than a surprise. It just felt kind of strange that it happened, because when we first get the dialogue, Momoshiki saying, yo, something's absorbing the massive Rasengan, I'm thinking it's the synthetic arm given to Naruto. Oh, they updated it. He's now using that ability we've seen in those Chunin, or the Naruto versus Boruto practice fight. However, we get the reveal that Kawaki now has karma. And with this being a quote-unquote surprise, because, like, I don't think it was a surprise. It was more like, oh, what? Like, it was more confusing to me than it was a surprise. And I think that comes from the layout or the delivery type of the manga, being that we are more than likely going to be seeing some anime exclusive that connects us to Amato going into more detail about the process of karma, me giving you the karma. I think we're going to get that more in the anime. So I think this is kind of riding the coattails of its format, being, oh, we're going to just throw this in here because we can, and the people will be shocked by it. But I don't necessarily think that this was a shocker due to the narrative, more so due to the narrative structure. And there are certain things that have me questioning the logic behind Kawaki's karma now, because it's like, okay, you have this power, why not activate it sooner when you seen Boruto was going toe-to-toe with Code? That would have been a perfect moment to activate your karma, Kawaki. I don't know if this was like some sort of emotional unlocking. Did he have to witness something? Did he have to go through some sort of high stress in order to regain that karma? Because it feels like a little too late. It's like you guys had a better chance earlier, before all this shit got messy. And another point about this karma is, like, Kawaki's acting powerless with the power. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still going in fearful of Code. He was willing to be taken by Code in order to save Naruto. But it's like, wouldn't you get the karma to protect Naruto rather than just giving up and going away? Maybe he planned on taking them out in another location further from Naruto, but it just seems as if Kawaki was still moving as a, you know, like someone who was fearful more than prepared to battle. And now with this, where we are in this fight now, it's like, all right, Naruto's here with you. You and Naruto versus Code. Let's do this shit. But he's still like, no, get out of here. I don't want you to die, Naruto. Like, it's like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Just like in the terms of the story's progression and what it's been this far, it doesn't make sense that Kawaki has the karma right now. Because with that dialogue we get from Amato, don't you want to protect Naruto? You could have the power with none of the consequences. Just take it. Here's the new karma seal. You would think he would be a little bit more relaxed about the situation as opposed to going out, trying to meet Code. All right, take me. Promise you won't hurt Naruto. And maybe this was like a plan that he was having in the back of his mind. He was going to handle this all by himself. But it just felt a little bit wonky. And then you would think, like I'm saying, you've seen Boruto go toe-to-toe with Code. Why not jump in if you had that karma seal with you? But one thing I do appreciate about the karma is he does have the Byakugan, and I thought that was cool. But other than that, bruh, we gonna touch in a little bit on Shikamaru. Might as well been Konohamaru out there, bruh. Like, he was nothing. He was there for 5 seconds, used the shadow paralysis jutsu, and it was booty trapped. So that's what I got. Overall, it was a decent chapter. It was a decent chapter. It showed us some things. I think we did learn some things about Code and him not necessarily being the most OP as we thought. He is going to need them limiters off. Because it seemed like he was more so playing trickster games in this. It was like, okay, I have this guy. We're going to use him as a hostage. Don't kill me. Don't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was kind of jumping around. But I definitely think we're going to need some dialogue at the very least. We're going to need some dialogue, some backstory dialogue between Kawaki and Amato on how he got that karma seal. Because I feel like up until this point, Kishimoto has been doing a good job at building up, you know, not rushing through the story, what is going on. But it just seems like right here, just giving Kawaki karma out of nowhere just feels a bit strange, you know. But that's all I got right now. It was a good chapter. I do like the cover. Like, it just seems a bit messy, and I don't know. Hopefully Kawaki had like a secret plan that he was trying to do. Okay, I'm gonna go to the other side. But it just feels as if things have been getting a little bit loose when it comes to the writing, because we also had the moment a couple of chapters ago with Code pretty much agreeing with Ida, hey, I won't tell anybody about you. It's okay. Kawaki won't know that you have anything to do with this. But the moment he meets Kawaki, hey, someone wants to meet you. She'll be excited to see you. Come on, let's go. Kawaki pretty much knows, oh, someone else is behind all this shit. And that could be explained by Amato's quote and saying that Code isn't necessarily the smartest. But like I said, things have been getting a little bit weird when it comes to the writing lately, at least when it comes to Code's character and whatnot. So maybe this wasn't necessarily something Kishimoto had in mind. I'm not behind the scenes with it, but who knows. But that's all I got for y'all. Happy chapter day. See y'all guys. If you watch the anime, I'll see you guys next week. If you're just manga only, see y'all niggas next month. Peace. Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. You know, all that, Kwanzaa, whatever. Peace.